Hello everyone, I'm Hone, and it's time for another draft video. I post them on Monday and Thursdays at a minimum. Right now we're doing a bunch of extra Dominaria drafts because the format is about to be gone and I have the time to record some extra ones. And this format's great, so I wanted to make sure to record as much as I could. I'll see you guys when this draft fires. Ooh, well, first pick's easy. I haven't actually gotten to play with this guy either, so that's nice. Nice thing about, mythics, I guess. In a way, it's annoying you rarely see them, but they also give a lot of replay value in the sense that there's still cards I haven't gotten to play with, and he is one of them. If the bomb wasn't here, this would be a really weak pack. I would probably take Grow from the Ashes over Gideon's Approach just because I like the strategy of taking Grow from the Ashes early and playing as many colors as I can. And it's not like this isn't premium removal. None of the other cards in this pack are even... These are the only two I would consider first picking. The rest, like, no way. I can't imagine first picking them. But we definitely take Bells and Lock. Huge flyer who also happens to draw us a bunch of cards. So, I could take Gilded Lotus, but it's only good in a really narrow kind of deck. Probably the deck that takes Grow from the Ashes early. This pack's strong. So I like Baird a lot. I also like Call the Cavalry and Deathbloom Thallid. I'm leaning towards Baird. It gives us another historic card, so he gets a few bonus points because that has a pretty good chance of mattering. And these cards are good, but I like Baird more than them anyway. Or it's a close at least. And I think the legendariness of Baird pushes him over. Back-to-back legendary creatures, so cards that care about historic and legendary creature could be really good in our deck if we can continue at this rate. I mean, we're not going to end up with a deck full of legendary creatures, but, 5-ish, is reasonable, especially when the first two cards you take are legendary. Okay, so Marwyn's nice, but I don't think I want her. I think I'm probably just going to take an Aven Sentry here. I like it more than Windgrace Acolyte. They're both pretty good, but I like Aven Sentry more. Yeah, no like removal here. I wish Primeval's Glorious Rebirth was actually good because we're in those colors already, but it's not. So I think we take Juggernaut here over like Dub. It kind of looks like Black and White might be getting cut, which is going to be really sad for me, but at least Juggernaut will get played in whatever we play. I have to read him again. I know he draws you cards. It's depending on mana cost and does damage to you, but I need to actually read him real quick because I haven't had him played against me either. Okay, so 4 great. Right now, he could draw the whole deck and kill me. No, I think usually you draw like maybe 2 cards with him, and that feels pretty good. Okay, this is a pretty late Spore Crown Thallid, and it could mean Saplings are open. I think it's the best card in this pack anyway, so I am going to take it. Blessing of Bells and Lock is an okay trick. Guardians of Coilless Rat Colony, I'd rather have Spore Crown Thallid just because it makes... it's an enabler for one of the format's stronger decks, and, that deck is black-green, so at least maybe we'd play Bells and Lock if that deck is in fact open. And losing Baird and Aven Sentry isn't the end of the world. Like, Bells and Lock's better than both of them. Like, if I had to pick between these two piles of cards, I would take Bells and Lock. And I kind of do have to do that. Okay, Grun and Mammoth Spider are both, like, pretty good. But it is really looking like Black and White are both getting cut here. I'm kind of thinking about taking another Juggernaut. It's a perfectly reasonable card that happens to have some nice synergies in the format. Grun's nice, but, as far as top of the curve guys go, I don't love him. Same with, Mammoth Spider and Grun I think are really comparable cards. I'm going to take another Juggernaut. Let's do it. Okay, here I think we take a Mammoth Spider. There is a Feral Abomination, but Mammoth Spider's a lot better. Okay, another Mammoth Spider, or do I try to get back into black here and see if I can make that happen? Soul Salvage is really good. I think I'll take a salvage here and see if we can, you know, maybe salvage black. Okay. Windgrace Acolyte's fine. I mean, if we can at least be black-green, like I said, I'm okay with that. Really doesn't look like we're going to be white, though, I can tell you that much. We're at least seeing playable black cards, even if they're not exciting ones late. I meant playable green cards, incidentally. These are both like, fine, but Llanowar Envoy is just better. But maybe I should just go for a black card because I really want to make sure no one else is in black. I mean, right now we have 3 historic cards in our deck. This just enables so much more, though. It enables splashes. Yeah, I'm going to take it. Sorry, mediocre black cards. Okay. Keldon Raider is probably the best card in this pack. Good take, will take. Servant, it is kind of funny with Juggernaut. Maybe it'll make the cut. Okay. Well, we'll take this. What the hell? I don't think it'll work out for us, but... Okay, we'll take a Rat Colony. Could do worse for a second to last pick, right? Give me another black bomb and really convince me to stay in black. Can you do that? No, but the Mending of Dominaria is pretty good. Yeah, it works well. Ooh, there's also a Song of Freyalise, though. Sorry. Sorry, Mending of Dominaria. Your uncommon saga. The uncommon saga is so much better than you are. Yeah, that's what we got to take. Fungal Infection and Mending of Dominaria are good. If this were pack 1, pick 1, I think it would still be Song of Freyalise, probably followed by Sheevan Fire. So... And then probably by Raf Capuchin, even though he's gold, he's pretty good. Yeah, Song of Freyalise, it is. We have a lot of creatures already, and it is a very, very good card. And if we really get there on Saproling stuff, it'll be even better. So Urgaros gives us another big flying legend. Right now, we don't actually have any payoffs for having historic cards, even though we have a decent number. Ancient Animus, how good are you in our deck? You're all right at this point, but not much better. I think I'd probably take Baloth Gorger here over Urgaros and Crows and Druid. And Ancient Animus. Yeah. Another Gorger. Also a Skin Witch. Which do I like more? I think I probably like another Gorger more. Yeah. Okay, Thallid Omnivore. We don't have a lot of Saprolings yet, but surely we pick up a few, and we do have a Thallid who will pump it already. I think we take the Omnivore over like Mammoth Spider and Jousting Lance. Probably all the 4-drops we ever want. Do we want a second Soul Salvage? Or do we want like a Short Sword or a Gift of Growth, which is a nice trick? I feel like a second Soul Salvage is probably a good idea. Probably all we want. Okay, well, Ancient Animus has become much better since the last time we saw it because now we have 2 Baloth Gorgers and a Thallid Omnivore, so I think we take it. Well, there's a Woodland Cemetery, which would make our mana a lot better. Is it worth more? Ooh. Is it worth more than having something like a good trick like Gift of Growth to have better mana? Probably. It also opens up a splash a little more. We already have Song of Freyalise and Llanowar Envoy, so a splash is already possible. So I think we take the Cemetery there. Right now, you probably don't make the cut. Untapping Juggernauts isn't really enough. Neither do you. Okay, I'd probably take a Crows and Druid now over Aether Glider. There is a Lingering Phantom, which could be good in our deck, but... yeah, I think I still take the Druid. It's another creature that the Animus isn't bad with at all. So, Demonic Vigor or Arbor Armament. Neither are very exciting. I think I'll take the Armament. Another Demonic Vigor. Guardians of Koilos. Could use Bells and Locks trigger more than once. Get enchantments off of our Juggernaut. I guess we'll take it. I don't think... Well, I guess it could also be used with Song of Freyalise, but not that effectively, actually. So I think it goes over here for now. So what we don't have a lot of is removal or saprolings, and those are both things I'd like to get more of. I'll take a snapper here. More saprolings and more removal, I think, would pull this deck together. It's already, you know, it seems pretty powerful in a lot of ways, but we do need those things. Removal and saprolings. Can we do it in pack 3? Well, there's a Dread Shade. I don't know that our deck's going to be black enough for it. There's also a Llanowar Elves, but there's also a Saproling Migration, and I think our deck is interested enough in that between Song of Freyalise, Spore Crown Thallid, and Thallid Omnivore that I want to take the Migration ahead of the Llanowar Elves, which is not usually the right thing to do, but I think it's what I'm going to do here. Another Juggernaut if we want one. Yeah. So, Saprolings are here. Fungal Infection or another Llanowar Envoy. Probably Fungal Infection. It's both removal and Saproling, which is good news for us. And we're not actually splashing at this point, and I don't foresee us deciding to, so I don't think we need the Envoy. I mean, you know, I would play another Envoy. It makes your mana slightly better, and it's got decent stats even when you're not splashing, but yeah, I'd rather take the Infection. Okay, Ruinous Blast. Wow, this pack is not very good. We take Memorial of Folly, though. It's definitely the best card in the pack for us. No green cards and no like actual black cards that are good. Sheevan Fire and Academy Journey Mage will make somebody happy, just not us. I do like this Memorial a lot, so I'm not too broken up about it. If I have to in the end, I mean, I can obviously play... I mean, having more cheap creatures makes Song of Freyalise better, so that's something to think about. Stronghold Confessor or another Ancient Animus, which is still pretty solid in our deck. I think I'd take another Ancient Animus. Probably all the Ancient Animuses I want, though. Yeah, there's another one. I don't think we want it. Do we want Yargle? We might actually want Yargle in this deck. He's fine. I mean, he has decent stats, and he's good with Ancient Animus. Could take a Glider, too. Maybe that's the right play, especially in our deck that doesn't have any real synergy with historic cards or legendary cards. And it's probably the Glider. It's another cheap creature for Song of Freyalise. It's also our only... Well, we have one other flyer, so... More Saprolings, please. Another Rat Colony or our first Broken Bond. I like the first Broken Bond in most decks, and I think that's what I'll take here. I think maybe we forced staying in black a little too hard, but I think it's probably worth it. I mean, it wasn't completely dried up on us, and we still get to play Belzenlock, who's very powerful, so... Right now, our deck would probably have to play this and Rat Colony. Yeah. Oh, we still need one more card, actually. So maybe we play Guardians of Koilos, too, if it comes to that. Yeah, that's probably where we go. Definitely did not end up... Every time I try to draft Saprolings, I do not end up with a critical mass of them at all. It just doesn't happen. Another Glider... I like it more than the Scout, sure. Howling Golem or Blood Tallow Candle. Probably the Golem. Like, we need to shove a bunch of creatures into our deck to best take advantage of Song of Freyalise and Thallid Omnivore to a certain extent. And it's a good card. I mean, good's a strong word. It's a playable card. Candle is nice, and we are low on removal, so maybe I should think more about this. Nah, I'm going to take the Golem. Okay, so do we want a trick? I think we probably do. As low as we are in removal, I think we're going to have to play this as sort of a removal spell. Okay, that may be the end of playables for us. In which case we got there. I guess I'll take a Sentinel. Do we want to run a Partick Wanderer? No, I don't think so. I'll take another Arbor Armament. Shield of the Realm. Yeah, this deck definitely has way more artifacts in it than you'd think a deck would that doesn't actually have any payoffs for them. So yeah, we take these two things out. 23. Yeah, I mean, I think that is just fine. I think 17 lands will be plenty. Man, we even had to give up a Llanowar Elves just to get our hands on that Saproling migration. So we have one other fungus and one other card that makes Saprolings. It's a little sad, but it happens. So, okay, 10-5. That's 7 black sources. And 11. I can probably spare 1 green source, yeah. All right, I think this deck looks like fun. Hopefully we get to play a lot of Bells and Lock and a lot of Song of Freyalise. If we do those things, the deck has a good chance. All right, match number 1. I think we do want to play first. This hand is perfectly fine. Juggernaut can be good with Ancient Animus, but like you know, you can kill a 2/4. It's kind of nice. Same with Crows and Druid. Like, you know, being able to kill a 2/2 with an Ancient Animus is sometimes pretty okay. You know, we really want our 4/4s and 3/5s and stuff for Ancient Animus, but just can't always get those. We could use some black mana too, but looks like we'll play Crows and Druid next turn. Double Juggernaut. Right, probably a Wizard Spells deck thing. That deck can be good when it really gets there. In general, I've had a difficult time drafting either the Wizards deck or the Saproling deck and having it really feel like a synergistic deck. I did the Wizards deck once, and it did go really well, where it actually like came together and the deck actually got me a trophy, and that was cool. I wish I had black mana for Fungal Infection right here. I think we attack either way. But in general, like, those two decks are really strong. We could use Ancient Animus here, but we're definitely not. Those two decks are really strong, but they just don't come together as easily as, like, all the historic decks are, like, way easier to make come together. There's just way more, there's broader support for them. I've definitely played against several ridiculous Saproling and Wizards decks, but I haven't had the good fortune of assembling them myself. And even then, I haven't played against a ton of them, so I do think they're hard to make happen. There's often an archetype like that, or two in Limited, where it's like, yeah, if you get all the ideal cards for it, it's the best deck, but doing it isn't that easy, and I do sort of feel like that's the case with Wizards and Saprolings / fungi. Well, we're going to feel pretty good if they can't do anything. And our Juggernaut can just rumble. Alright, let's attack with both. Play our Gorger now, I guess, which will give us a really good Ancient Animus target. So they might have Syncopate or something. But yeah, I think I'd rather play the Gorger than Juggernaut number 2 here, just because it sets up a better Ancient Animus than Juggernaut can do. Yeah, Syncopate. I thought it might be Syncopate, and it is. Maybe I should have tried to play the other Juggernaut first, huh? Black mana. Okay. That feels better to have that happen than for them to kill Windgrace Acolyte. That is a horrible feeling when you play a 5-drop and have it killed by a 1-mana spell. It's just like, great. So they can double block and kill Juggernaut now. But it looks like they're going aggro. I'm cool with that. Okay, well, we're going to attack with Juggernaut. Not that we have a choice. But that's what we're doing. And I think we just play our other Juggernaut now. We could Ancient Animus either of these guys, but I don't think we do. I think we just play another Juggernaut. Could have had 3 if we wanted them. How many swamps did I put in this deck? Like 2 or 3? It's kind of what it feels like. Ooh, that's actually really good to finally hit one. Okay, so we will attack with both. Obviously enough. So using Fungal Infection will set it up so they can't actually take down a Juggernaut here. If it works out the way we want it to anyway. I think we want to make sure we kill this a little more. So we just kill both those creatures and drop them to 5. I'm game. Alright. And we end our turn. They're stuck on 3, and we did a good job of capitalizing with our unstoppable Juggernauts. Yeah. We did it. Didn't see a ton of their deck, but they're clearly blue-red wizards. Yeah. This isn't a deck where we really need to bring in some 1/3s or some Arbor Armaments or anything like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have 8 black sources. Just making sure I didn't screw something up there. 8 black and 9 green. Actually, we have 10 green because a Woodland Cemetery is both. Okay, this is not a very good hand because we have double Soul Salvage and no creatures. And Ancient Animus also wants us to have creatures. I mean, you know, chances are we're going to draw some, but not having a single creature in this hand I think means we have to mulligan it. Okay, I guess this one's more of a keep. We do send that to the bottom. Sure, we do want to draw, you know, 6 lands, but if we don't get creatures out early, we're going to be dead before Demon Lord Bells and Lock matters. So, and it doesn't look like we're going to be doing it here. Okay. Ooh, another 5-drop. Nice. So we're not doing anything until turn 5. And that is not a good place to be when your opponent is... Well, luckily they're just equipping that. I thought they were going to curve out with like the 3/2 that does 2 to me or something. But we continue to do nothing. So we're going to be at pretty low life by the time we can finally play a Mammoth Spider to slow down these shenanigans. Okay, we did draw something, but it can't block, so it's not super ideal, but it does give us a clock. So we probably go Mammoth Spider, Bells and Lock, Windgrace Acolyte to gain back some life. It's probably the plan here. Obviously, we take 3 to the face. discard a Syncopate. Okay, yeah, we definitely play the Spider because it's a way better blocker. Of course, if they have Sheevan Fire, they can use the first strike to take it down. This attacks because it can't block. Probably play the Acolyte next. Unless I draw a 6th land, then I think I probably do just slam Bells and Lock. Alright, so I mentioned Sheevan Fire, and for that reason, I think I'm actually going to block the 4/3 here and see if they can do something about it. Oh, they can. Not good. We go to 4. It's kind of dangerous for to play Bells and Lock now. Right, I think we play a Gorger now. Not a Gorger, an Acolyte. Gets us back up to 7. May load our graveyard for Soul Salvage. And we can trade with Keldon Raider. Okay, that means we're dead. Well, that one was one-sided, even though they were only stuck on red. We just had way too slow of a start against this deck. I said maybe this isn't... maybe we don't need to bring in like 1/3s, but it felt like we did there. Maybe we do bring that in and take out like one glider, because being able to block early seems important here. Yeah. Don't think we bring in a rat colony and take out the other glider, but maybe we do. Yeah, that hand was... We started with Bells and Lock, and then we drew like 5-drop, 5-drop. It's not what we were looking for. Oh my god. Okay, sending that one back. Okay, ooh, if we can get green with this hand, it could be really good. But we don't have green right now. We at least have a 3-drop this time. So there's that. And our Song of Freyalise game isn't going to be anything exciting this time around. No, it wasn't last time either. Oh, come on. You can't do this to me. I mean, you can, but I would prefer you didn't, you know? Okay, we did draw the 3rd land. I think we play Howling Golem here. Okay. I think we attack with Howling Golem. Let's draw some cards, everybody. It's one that can actually make a difference. Like if they played Gideon's Reproach, I could try to save it. I can still untap it, so. I think I still hold off on playing Song of Freyalise. Probably. I don't know. It does guarantee I can play Mammoth Spider next turn, basically. Ah, what the hell? Let's do it. Because, yeah, we can play Mammoth Spider, and then the next turn we can play Bells and Lock, and then they're... Yeah, creatures will get bigger and all that good stuff. It does incentivize them to kill my creatures if they can, but... God, I hope they don't leave up mana for Syncopate, or I'm going to be left with a very annoying decision. Alright, we will take one. We're not going to use our Gift of Growth here. Alright, no Syncopate is good news. Okay. Well, yeah, I think we just play Mammoth Spider here. Would have been nice to draw land because we could have also used Fungal Infection, and then that token would have gotten a boost and everything, but it's still, you know, Song of Freyalise isn't going to do anything busted here, but it's still going to be pretty good. Now it's going to be less good because they're going to bounce my poor Mammoth Spider. Fine. Attack me for 5. Yeah, so all we're going to get is 1 counter on this guy. And we can't even play our Spider again because we don't have the mana yet. I guess maybe we're about to draw it. We do draw mana, but it comes into play tapped, so a little less than ideal. Alright, so we play Memorial to Folly, and then we play Spore Crown Thallid. Right now, we can play Fungal Infection and get a 2/2, so that's pretty good. I can definitely use... Yeah, it would be... We can do some pretty gross things here. Like, if I Fungal Infection Keldon Raiders, when it attacks me, it goes to a 3/2. I block it with Howling Golem, and then I use the Sapperling to block Get2 Lava Runner, but I don't know why they would attack with all that. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to declare the block. And do we just let them trade here? Or do I try to Fungal Infection? I think the trade's fine. Sapperling Migration is going to be spicy right now, assuming our Thallid can stay alive. Anyway. Yeah, we really need to play Bells and Lock now. We could use a huge flyer. Yep. We can't do it, though. Not when we draw that. I guess I'm going to play Thallid Omnivore. It's a 4/4. Well, I guess the 3/5 can actually block this, so I guess that seems worth it. Player Mammoth Spider. Would be nice to have more mana left over. All we need is 1 for a Fungal Infection. That would make things a little less scary for us, but we don't have it, so... They have so many combat tricks and stuff. Okay. I'm glad they didn't attack because the combat tricks are frustrating. So they left a bunch of mana up, which is also frustrating. I think I try to play Thallid Omnivore here. I think there's a good chance it gets countered, but I think that's our best. I mean, we could think about the Acolyte, but this way it can at least leave mana up for Fungal Infection. So this will make this a 2/2. Syncopating for a lot, just to do it, I guess. Okay. And we'll end our turn. Casting Sapperling Migration unkicked at some point. It might just be what we have to do. I think if we whiff again here on drawing something, that probably is what we do. it will help keep us alive pretty well. So yeah, they're not really a wizard deck. You know, they have a few wizard synergies, and that's usually how it ends up for me too when I do blue-red. This card has definitely overperformed. I don't remember if I actually put it in my cards I was wrong about, because I was. I gave it an F, and it's probably like a C- in a wizard's deck. Okay, so this will be interesting. So I could cast Fungal Infection. I think that's what I do. So we get a 2/2 Saproling. I can't get like a huge blowout here, but I can arrange for some stuff. Maybe I should have weakened this. That probably is what I should have done. I should have made that a 1/1 and then tried to block it with the... Yeah. Probably would have been ideal. Okay, so let's just take the 3 from that and block like this. This way, if they have run amok, it's at least... oh, no, it's not. Their creature will still survive. We go to 10. Kicked Sheevan Fire. We could have done that earlier. Okay. Well, we do have a flyer. We're definitely attacking for once. I do have Soul Salvage too, but it doesn't seem worth it right this second. I think playing Llanowar Envoy and an unkicked Migration is probably our best play here in terms of pressuring our opponent. Because that suddenly gives us 9 damage on the table. Which, with this, could turn into lethal. Do they attack? Yes, they do. It's aggressive. It's probably a good sign they have something to do here. I mean, they have tons of cards in their hand, so... Kick to get to Chronicler, get back Sheevan Fire. Now, if they let me untap, we can use Gift of Growth. They're not going to, though. Yeah. Okay. So I think we probably play Bells and Lock here. We're going to attack with this. There's a small chance Bells and Lock like kills us here. But I think it gives us the best chance of winning if we just slam Bells and Lock here. Yeah, he did drop us to 4, which means if our opponent can kill him, we might be in trouble. We do have Windgrace Acolyte to gain some of that back. They could have a bounce spell. A Journey Mage would be pretty painful. What was the... Yeah. They pretty much have to kill him. Theoretically, I could swing for lethal. Like, if, say they tap out here somehow, and I attack with Bells and Lock, and they decide to take it, I can just kick Gift of Growth and kill them. It's probably not what's going to happen, but it could. Soul Salvage and getting back Spore Crown Thalad's tempting, but I think playing the Acolyte's going to end up being our best move on our turn. Gaining life and playing something that can block the Sphinx seems worth it to me. Another Sphinx, okay. Now they can double block him. But Gift of Growth will break that up for us. An unkicked one will even. Okay. Well, see, we may actually end up in the situation I proposed, which is maybe they just say, I'll take it, and he kills them. And let me think here. If they block with one thing, they can swing back for 7, but I'm going to play this, gain life, and then also have a blocker. So I think we just attack with Bells and Lock here. Gift of Growth untaps him too, so I forgot about that. So if they just say, yeah, I'll take it, we win. And if they don't, we're still in really good shape. So, because we can play Gift of Growth, he'll untap, and then we can play Windgrace Acolyte. In addition to doing a bunch of damage, chances are. Okay, they're just going to block with that. I think we probably still use Gift of Growth here just so he untaps. It also does a bunch of damage to them. But we don't kick it because we can still play Windgrace Acolyte if we don't. So we're going to go ahead and use Gift of Growth here to untap him. Hit them for 6. And then we're going to play Windgrace Acolyte. Brings us back up to 7. Ancient Animus, why'd you have to go in the graveyard? I guess I could have waited to use it to kill a bigger flyer, but Soul Salvage for Mammoth Spider is pretty attractive. At the very least, we've put them in a place where I think we have the advantage, even if we can't kill them now. So Run Amok would be really bad. It would be really bad. I'm glad they didn't use it. Chain Whirler, okay, kills my Saprolings before I can get back their friend. Also drops us to 6. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't quite have the mana to play Soul Salvage and get back a guy. Chain Whirler is a really good attacker right now, and that is unfortunate for me. I can Soul Salvage and still get the Thalid in the Spider and play the Thalid, but that doesn't seem super good to me. I could play Juggernaut and Voltaic Servant. Also not very good because of Goblin Chain Whirler. We're 1 mana away from being able to play this kicked, but I think we're going to have to play it unkicked. Yeah, so I think we'll play an unkicked Baloth Gorger here. And then I think I'm going to also cast Soul Salvage and get back Mammoth Spider and, well, maybe Howling Golem's better right now. Probably is. And then we'll end our turn. Unfortunately, I gotta get rid of one of those Cloud Reader Sphinxes. Gross. I need to get that spider in play very quickly. Target for Broken Bond would feel nice. Oh, is that just lethal? It shouldn't be. It should not be lethal. But I guess if they have run amok, it is. You'd think if they had it, they'd cast it and kill us, right? They may just have Wizard's Lightning. No. They were just trying to steal a win there from me making a mistake, I guess. So we got it. Right, see you guys in the next match. All right, I think we keep this hand. We do not want an opponent to have a super fast start. Ooh, now we really don't want them to. Our deck is not going to do well against anyone who curves out, so don't play anything. Damn it. Well, maybe we'll draw Fungal Infection. Nope. Fungal Infection is super good against Knight of Nubenalia, but nothing else we have going on is... It's going to hit us for 6 at least before we can do anything about it. Well, now it's unblockable, so that's cool. Okay, so we're going to play a Glider here. Take 4 to the face, and then we play Baloth Gorger. Take 4 more to the face, and then Ancient Animus Tetsuko, probably. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Oh, Fungal Infection is interesting. I'm kind of thinking about... There's just such a good chance they have Syncopate that I'm sort of thinking about playing another Glider here and then just holding up Fungal Infection. And if they play Syncopate in response to the Glider, yeah, I think that seems... Ooh, I think that seems fine. So, yeah, we'll play the Glider. All right. Well, I played around it and probably didn't need to, but I feel okay about it. Okay, so we're just going to Fungal Infection this. Yeah, okay, so they hit us for 6. I could... Oh, no, I couldn't. I can't block either of them. Well, crap. Well, that's really crap. So 5, they can hit us for 6 next turn. That's great. Since we can't block this anyway, I'm just going to attack with everything for 5. I could Ancient Animus this. But I think I'd rather play the Gorger. Freaking Tetsuko Muzawa. This is the first time I've ever seen someone's deck just be like... It feels like their deck's just built around Tetsuko. They may have 2 or 3 of them and just be planning on having unblockable creatures all day. Yeah, so we go to 2. Okay. Now we're going to attack with both our Gliders. And Trying to decide if I should wait. I don't think it really makes a difference. They have all their mana untapped right now, so I may as well use Ancient Animus at instant speed if I can. They can sacrifice this to make it... Oh, crap. So if I do that, they can sacrifice this to save it, and then we still take lethal. Yeah, so I think we're still dead. Yeah. We have to hope they somehow don't sacrifice their Dauntless Bodyguard, I guess. But they're going to, so it's gonna happen. Oh, darn. For a second I was like, well, we could maybe find our way out of this. So, try that out. I'm sure they sack their bodyguard and kill us. Or they just do that, which works just as well. Shows us they have Blessed Light, though. So we got stomped by another really aggressive start. I think we probably, again... I mean, granted, sometimes our creatures are going to be unblockable, but I don't think that's going to happen every game. If I had more fungal infections, I'd side them in, I can tell you that much. I don't know, I wouldn't be already running 2 or 3 of them, though. We need to get a fast draw of our own. Our deck is capable of them, like turn 2, Saproling Migration, turn 3, any of these 3 drops, turn 4, any of those 4 drops, you know. Maybe throw in a Song of Freyalise in there. Okay. This is a keep, but it's the kind of hand that can unravel if we don't hit that 3rd land, especially. Having both Soul Salvages in our opening hand isn't exactly ideal, so we do have to hope for some good, or at least decent drawing here. Well, come on, lands. Just give me lands. 4 lands in a row. I get that all the time, so it'd be awesome to get it now. Hell, there's one of them. Yeah, no, I don't really feel like offering the trade. I'm just going to play the Envoy here. I could offer the trade, especially because I have Soul Salvage. And maybe I should have. But, nah. No attacks. I like it. Oh, that's quite good. I say we go for it. Not like we have anything else to do, so... Do they have a trick again to save this guy? No. Oh, that's good news. We'll attack for 5. Something's getting Gideon's Reproached, maybe? Nope. There's the blue. Time to play Tetsuko. Okay, so I think we just attack with everybody. Ah, well, that's no fun. Goodbye, Spore Crown Thallid. It's been real. Drop them to 10, though, and then we can play Thallid Omnivore, who is pretty scary. Not as scary as if he was a 4/4, mind you, but scary. Man, being able to flash stuff in, it's broken. Okay, so we attack with both of these 3 power creatures and see what the hell happens. Okay, I think I'm actually just going to let this happen. With all the mana they have up, there's so many different ways they could blow me out right there, and I can just get it back. So I think I just, except I need to tap black mana, I think I just cast Soul Salvage number 1 right now and get back both of these. What? Oh, I tapped it for colorless. No, I didn't. There's not an option to cast it for colorless. There we go. Syncopate. No. That means we get to replay our Thallid immediately. We're in good shape here, that's for sure. If we ever draw a swamp, we can play Bells and Lock, and we also have another Soul Salvage to just, you know, get rid of a trade that we make. Eldest Reborn, that's no fun. Goodbye, Sapperling. We gotta kill him before Eldest Reborn really does something. So we attack them for 5. Then we play Thallid Omnivore. So what do we discard? Maybe just Voltaic Servant. It's not exactly what they're going to be looking for. Soul Salvage is probably better right here. All right, we did it. 2 lopsided games so far. The third one maybe will be competitive. Who knows? We've had Bells and Lock a lot, but we haven't actually been able to cast him very often. Though the one game where we did cast him, he basically won us the game. Between drawing us 2 cards and giving us a 6/6 flyer in our last match, he did win us the game. Which I think will normally be the case if you cast him. Especially if you cast him and your opponent has no removal. There just aren't other flyers in this format that can even rumble with him. Like, he's just huge. It's a slow hand, but I think it's probably a keep. But it is slow, and that could be bad. If they get another one of those Tetsuko, your face-off hands. Maybe they'll play something I can actually use Broken Bond on early. We know they have the Saga that we do want to use it on if we see it, but that's not till turn 5. But they're not off to a quick start, so I like the looks of that. Especially if they play nothing here. If they don't do anything here, darn it. All right, well, this time I'd like to stop drawing lands, if I can help it. All right, so we're going to play our Gorger next turn, since it's going to be better with the Animus. And we're going to take 2 to the face. Probably have Wrath, especially if they just pass the turn. Nope, just a kick that guy. Okay. So, yeah, we'll play our Baloth Gorger here. Hope they don't just have removal, because that will be painful. We do take 5 here. Yeah, their deck does not want people to block. And it's pretty successful at stopping that. Do I kill the flyer or the bigger creature? Hopefully I have that choice to begin with. It's gonna suck if they have their Saga right now, because I'm probably not gonna play a creature this turn. I have to kill one of these. Unless I draw a cheap creature here, I won't be able to play one, because these both cost 4. So, okay. Okay. Academy Drake. Okay, well, that's all very annoying. Ooh, we did draw a cheap creature. How about that? Okay, so we're going to use Ancient Animus to kill this. Bye-bye now. And then we're going to play Voltaic Servant. So Flyer's still going to be hitting us in the sky, but maybe we can do something about that later. The other creatures aren't very capable of attacking right now. Oh, crap. Where's our spider? Or I'd take another Ancient Animus at this point. Flyers beating me up. Maybe I should have cited in Arbor Armament, huh? There's no way I could have known that that would have been good here. So we're going to take 6. We're pretty much dead next turn without some help. I guess I'm going to play Juggernaut. Though it doesn't really matter in all honesty. Untap our Juggernaut. We have to draw a way to kill Sarah Angel, basically. That's... Or our Spider. The Spider would be good. Can't play Bells and Locks, so we don't want to draw that. So we take 6, we go to 5. It's looking like it's going to be 3 lopsided games in this match. Yeah, that's not going to help. No, we lose. Flyers kill us. Yeah, 3 lopsided games in that one. Yeah, we weren't about to draw anything that could have helped us out of that. See you guys in the next match. All right, match 3, fighting for a 2-1 here, which would be nice. Okay, this is a solid one. It's one of our better hands we've had today, I think, despite only having 2 lands in it. Having Fungal Infection and a 2-drop and a 3-drop is more consistent. I mean, it's a better start than most of our starts have been. So hopefully we can parlay that into a win. Opponent is mulliganing, which never hurts. Though with the new Scry rule, you know, it's a little less... Mulliganing to 6 isn't like the worst thing in the world anymore. I mean, it never was, but it barely matters now. Okay, so maybe another Wizard deck. I'm feeling like these Easter Gliders probably should never... At least probably didn't want to play 2 of them, because they have been a huge liability in our deck. I mean, they've done a bunch of damage, but, you know, that's about it. Please give me a 3rd land. Please. Not a 3rd land, but we can get to Lava Runner, which is probably worth it. I'm going to attack. Let's see what happens. Interesting. So if they try to use a trick here, I can always use Ancient Animus in response. Yeah, and that's what we'll do. So we get a 2-for-1. Pow. I like that. For only having 2 mana, that feels pretty good. 3rd land. Nope, but we can kill the Blood Tallow Candle. Question is, do I? Do I just go ahead and fire off Broken Bond now? I don't know that I do. Right, so we get in there. I don't think I do. I mean, it does make it so I'm using my mana, which is usually the right thing to do, but... Yeah, okay, I'll do it. You convinced me. Self. I need that 3rd land, and I'll probably play Howling Golem since I desperately need to draw even more lands. So... Hey, there it is. We're going to attack with our Spore Crown Thallid. I was going to say, are they going to try something again? All right, 3rd land, and then we play our Howling Golem. It does help them draw cards too, of course, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to attack with both our creatures. Draw a card. Not a land. Another Soul Salvage. Do I have 12 of those in my deck? I don't know. Okay. So, luckily, we do have Gift of Growth here, so let's see what they try to do. Whether we want a Fungal Infection or Gift of Growth. I think we Gift of Growth. Yeah. Get out of here. End our turn. Okay, so you're at 2/4. All right, well, we're going to attack with Howling Golem. God, I cannot draw a land to save my life. How many cards do I have to draw? Okay, so we're going to use Fungal Infection here on this. So it dies, and our Golem does not. And, yeah, we end our turn, because what else are we going to do? We did not capitalize on the early stumbles for our opponent at all. Okay, 4th land is nice. Now we can't really, like, there's not a good reason to attack with our Howling Golem, so I think we just play a Juggernaut here. Syncopate, maybe. Yep. Can't even get him back with our Soul Salvage, unfortunately. What now? Oh, Partic Wanderer. Need that Broken Bond back, huh? Okay, another land, and then we play another Juggernaut. And end our turn. Amaranthine Wall, that's kind of a problem. My Juggernaut just bounces off of that. And we have to attack with our Juggernaut, of course. Oh, wait. Can't block Juggernaut because it's a wall. That just came up. They can block with Squee all day, though. So that's probably what they do. They have plenty of mana. He doesn't have Trample. 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we're going to play our Glider, which can let us swing back. And I think we'll play our Druid. We can get it back later and maybe cast it with its kicker cost. It's definitely a possibility. Feels like I need my freaking... what's it called? Arbor Armament. I should have cited it into my last match. Oh, good. I need more enchantment hate. That's what I really need. Okay, so Juggernaut's attacking. Artifact hate is what I meant. They did not get back Squee, interestingly, so they're just going to trade. I'm down. So, 1, 2, 3. No, can't quite use my Memorial to Folly. If I could get back 2 creatures, I would Soul Salvage. Instead, I'm just going to use the Memorial at the end of their turn, I think. Yeah. But this is about to get out of hand. Their deck is loaded with artifacts, and as soon as they... Oh, God. Squee with that is messed up. Okay, great. Yeah, I think we're toast. We can't find a way. I don't know how we're going to... I guess Demon Lord Belzenlaw could help us. Oh, man. Well, there he is. So definitely should have gotten back my Juggernaut, though. But let's go for it here. This is our only hope by playing a huge flying creature. who's going to draw us at least one card. He drew us 3. How's that? We do it at 12, but I think that's okay. Yeah. You can do it, Bells and Lock. I believe in you. Thallid Omnivore can help keep us alive, too. So, like, Squee, we really don't want to block Squee. Yeah, we're just going to take 2. Because if we block him, they can replay him and then make 2 Mishra's self-replicators and blah, 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 blah. Oh, good. More flyers. That makes it a lot harder to attack with Bells and Lock. Not good. We can go really wide too, but I'm not sure it matters. Man. So if I attack with Bells and Lock here, maybe, I mean, I can, and then play Windgrace Acolyte as a blocker for Adeliz, basically. Or I could just cast a kicked Saproling Migration and try to keep up with this. That seems pretty good, I guess. I guess that's what we'll do. Bunch of 2/2s. At some point we may be... I mean, Thallid Omnivore is going to really help us when we get him down. We can't really attack with Demon Lord Bells and Lock, though, and it's just not the right thing to do. And Squee is a bastard. We take 2. We do have multiple ways to gain life, so it's not the end of the world. So I think I attack with all my Saprolings here. I mean, they don't have any good blocks. I mean, they can give up these, but that's actually pretty relevant. Yeah, let's do it. Sure, it makes Thallid Omnivore a little less potent, but... And they can block with that. But other than that, everything else is a trade, or the Saprolings just bounce off of them. So, yeah, that is a dead Saproling. But what about the rest? Did you just take 6? Nah, you are going to trade with them all. No, you're not trading with all of them. You're taking 4 going to 10. Okay. Do I need to play Mammoth Spider here more than I need to play Thallid Omnivore? I don't think so. I think I play the Omnivore here. Yeah. We can gain life if we have to, if things get really dangerous here. Dude, they hit us for 2. Nope. They've decided not to do that anymore. Works for me. Okay, so Bells and Lock can attack here, and I think that's probably what we do, because now we can play Mammoth Spider to protect us from the flyers. I could attack with the Omnivore too, but it's probably not really worth it at this point. So Bells and Lock's going to get in there. We can always get him back with Soul Salvage too. The only way they can kill him is if they double block him. So they're just going to take it. I'm down with that. They go to 4. We have 8 mana here. We're going to play Mammoth Spider. And still leave up mana to gain 6 life if that's something we really need to do here. I think we side in 1 Arbor Armament and cut 1 Aether Glider maybe. They're pretty bad because they have a lot of flyers, and they're also bad because they can't block. So, you know, it's not a good combo. I mean, I could try an Alpha Strike. I'm trying to win that way, but that's pretty dangerous. Oh, no. Oh, they're killing that. Okay, I'm down. I mean, I guess I should sacrifice it. It doesn't let me gain life, though, and having a 6/6 right now isn't really relevant. It'll actually only be a 5/5. So, yeah, we'll let it happen. I kind of just want to make sure I can use the Saprolings to gain life, like if things really go south, and they could. So, all right. They're out of cards in their hand. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers, and we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attackers. They have to double block him. Well, they don't have to now, actually. They could just block with that. Take 2. What do we do? Well, we could soul salvage. Replay and get back the Juggernaut and the Spore Crown Thallid. It does seem pretty good. Let's attack first, actually, before we make any decisions there. Do we attack with our Omnivore too? Their hand's empty. I think we do. By doing that, they do get the chance to make, you know, copies, more copies of the self-replicator, but yeah, if they block with that, I don't sacrifice anything. And same thing there. This will drop them to 2, though. Okay, and yeah, now I think we go Soul Salvage. Get back Bells and Lock and the Thallid. And we play... Actually, I don't think we play the Thallid. I think we just play Windgrace Acolyte here. Oh, we only have 4 mana. No, we don't. There we go. Lag. Probably should have done that before Soul Salvage, but, you know, there aren't going to be a lot of things that would be better for us. Okay, so now, you know, Windgrace Acolyte alone is lethal. Aether Glider alone is lethal. Hey, wait a second. No, they would have just blocked it. But I probably should have attacked. Yeah, I probably missed lethal there. I'm good at missing lethal. Ooh. That does make a creature scary. The bright side is it doesn't matter. So, they're dead either way. They do get a lot of self-replicators in play first. But yeah, they can equip this to Adelies. I have to block Adelies with one of these, and then I kill them with the other. That is where we are. Okay, so look at that 12/12. They have 1 flying blocker. I have 2 flying creatures, so who are both lethal. Okay, I guess they're just hoping I don't attack like I did last time. I won't make that mistake again. Okay, so we will attack with both our flyers. Good job, Bells and Lock. Won us another game. Yeah, I think bringing in 1 Arbor Armament and cutting 1 Glider is probably fine. Having the additional Glider did win us the game there, but I think Arbor Armament seems better here. This is definitely a deck that is being like dragged by Demon Lord, Bells and Lock. A little bit of Saproling action. It's a good hand. That is a good hand. Turn 2, Thallid. This is a curve out, which we haven't really... I guess we had... Oh, they let us play first. Interesting. Okay. Player Memorial. This is a good hand for us to be playing first with. All right, so let's attack with Spore Crown Thallid. And play Ether Glider. Then do we play Gorger or Omnivore? They're both going to be 4/4s at this point. Something's going to get syncopated. Which one would I rather see get syncopated right now? Probably the Gorger, especially because I can get it back later. Wow. They're in trouble. I mean, even if they play creature here, chances are... Oh, the chances are we can kill it with Ancient Animus. Well, that'll work. You don't have the mana to regenerate or make it indestructible. Indestructible till end of turn feels so much like regenerate. So we get in for 8 here. Drop some to 6. Got an Ancient Animus to kill another blocker. Yeah, we got there. All right, 2-1. I mean, that might be... How many games did we win without Bells and Lock? I think we won a couple, but I think we won more with him than we did without him. But that's to be expected. He's ridiculous. It was fun to get to play with him. I'm really sad, but tomorrow's draft video of this format will probably be the last Dominaria draft. But it will be nice to look forward to drafting some Core 2019 and looking at the new format. That, you know, new sets coming out and being fully spoiled is always a lot of fun, and that's going to happen tomorrow. I think it should happen on Friday, June 29th. It may come out a little earlier. Maybe it's out by the time this video is going up. I'd be happy if it was, because I have to go out of town on July 1st, and my goal is to try to get all of my videos recorded for the set review before I go out of town on July 1st, which only gives me the 29th and 30th. So I'm hopeful that that'll happen, but we'll see. Yeah, one more draft of this format. Maybe we can get that 6th trophy and stop these endless 2-1s, although 2-1's better than, just about any other record that's not a 3-0. So see you guys in tomorrow's final Dominaria video.